Have you ever gone sightseeing, people watching, come across somebody and noticed what they were wearing, how they sounded, what they were doing with their body language, and thought, wow, what was he thinking? I'm Jerry Sandusky, and these are the rules of engagement. And today, I'm taking you sightseeing in San Francisco. We're going to do a little people watching and tap into the power of perception. And in doing it, you're going to discover the 4 things you have to know before your next presentation. One of the first things you notice about people watching is how quickly you form a perception of the people you're watching. Notice when I show you different people, how quickly you form a perception. What do you think of this guy? How about this person? When I show you this person, what comes to mind? The exact perception you have is not as important as noticing how quickly you form that perception. Most people in audiences form a perception in under 7 seconds, which, by the way, is the current attention span of the average North American. And if the audience forms a different perception than you have in mind as a presenter, there's a pretty good chance they're going to miss your points, all of your points, every time. Before you get to the front of the room for your presentation, you want to have the 4 words or phrases in mind as your target perception. What is it you want the audience to perceive about you in that opening 7-second window and then throughout the course of your presentation? Here are the 4 perceptions that I have as my target, both as a presenter as well as the president of my own company. Insightful, engaging, empowering, transformative. Every video I build, every seminar I host, every speech I deliver, I try to make sure that I'm hitting that target perception. Now, I don't always succeed, nobody does, but at least I know when I'm on course and when I'm off course. You need to know the exact same thing too. So I'm going to ask you, what are the 4 words or phrases you would use to describe your target perception, the way you want the audience to see you in your next presentation, in your next meeting, in your next TV interview, in your next speech? That's essentially your brand. Once you get clear around those 4 words or phrases, I call them the core 4, it becomes a lot easier to tell if your presentation is on course or off course. The core 4 helps you decide what to wear, what your body language should look like, what your tone of voice should be. There's no one rule for everybody, but there is this guiding principle. If you know your target perception, you'll always know if you're on course or if you're off course. So now that you understand the concept of the core 4, it begs the question, what's your core 4? Leave me a comment down below. Tell me about the 4 target perceptions, the words or phrases that you want audiences to have of you in your next presentation and every presentation after that. And keep in mind, you don't have to be there quite yet. You should have some foundational words and phrases, the words that describe who you are right now, but also some aspirational words and phrases, the things you strive to be. Go ahead, leave me a comment down below, and I'll look forward to continuing the conversation. For now, I've got some more sightseeing to do. And until then, the hay's in the barn.